Hey there, everyone. We're here today to talk to Selina Miller. She has a hair salon and she's a part of the foster friendly community. And so we're just here to dig in and learn about her business and how she participates.
My name is Selina Miller. I own a salon, Madame Salon in Longmont, Colorado. I have only been a part of Foster Friendly since I believe May or June of this year, 2023. I had heard about it at our church or just the community in general, and then reached out and was able to provide services. So I provide free haircuts and then 50% off color services for the foster kiddos and their foster families. So anyone in the household.
You had a meaningful experience with Angel. We're using the name Angel for the foster mom and her kiddo. And that was at your salon.
Been contacted by Angel, who initially just was looking for a haircut for her foster daughter and ended up scheduling an appointment with both her and her foster daughter. She felt like maybe this would be a great thing to do together. They came, goodness, about a month ago now, and Angel, she went first and we trimmed her hair and we were able to give her all the volume and things she wanted. Her foster daughter had never had her hair cut before professionally. And so she was a little nervous. There was a moment before she got in the chair and she just asked if I could make her as beautiful as her foster mom, which just the whole purpose of why Angel wanted to come in with her was to kind of share that together, have her feel safe. And then I got to do that also. I got to have her in my chair and then just create a really safe place for her to just talk about her day and just be a little kid. And then through that, make her just as beautiful as her foster mom. It was just a really special time that I really felt like we were all just connected and kind of removed from all of everything going on around us and just got to sit here in the salon and make them beautiful.
I can imagine how connecting and fulfilling that might be. We're really fortunate that you're doing things like this for the foster families.
I was really grateful to get to provide that for them.
What has motivated you to start being involved with the foster friendly community, especially as a business?
The foster system has always been a part of my life. A couple weeks from now, I'll have a niece who will be adopted through the foster system. I also have a sister who my parents had for a couple of years and then adopted her out of the foster system also. And so what motivates me as a business owner is mainly that I get to be involved and I get to provide a safe place and a service that helps these kiddos feel whole and normal and seen. My life mission is just to really see and love people well in whatever I'm doing. So whether that's behind the chair and listening attentively and meeting people where they're at and getting to love them in that way, or getting to provide a service that maybe, financially or logistically would be difficult to do, such as for foster families. So while it just feels like hair, it's a part of their stories and it's a part of their life, and I get to love them in that way.
Is there a point, if you think about Angel or maybe another haircut that you gave where you just realized that heart moment of I'm really feel like I'm meant to do this?
There was another moment where I had two kiddos in here and they were much younger, and the foster parents were very nervous because they had tried to do haircuts in the past. And if I recall, it just did not go well because they were so little. It was so hard. And, I've been cutting hair forever and I have 3 little kiddos myself. So I understand the difficulty with getting people to sit still and be safe. So the foster dad ended up just sitting with the kiddos on his lap and we just did one at a time. And I think that was a longer haircut than many I do. So just being able to spend 2 hours on a haircut that just all I have to do is give my time and my patience and be able to create a scenario that wasn't as hectic as it maybe could have been. I feel grateful for that. And that those are the moments where I'm like, they needed this patience and this understanding. So being able to provide that time and that space for them.
Do you feel like as you're moving through this experience of being a foster friendly business that it might be growing you as a person?
Being a business owner is difficult. It's hard to keep motivation and purpose, keep your purpose alive when bills have to be paid. And when, supplies have to be bought, it can be daunting. And I have a firm belief in my heart, and my purpose has to be aligned first, and everything else will come. When it comes to being a foster friendly business, I think that it is what helps me keep aligned with my purpose and my values. It's getting to have these families in my salon and getting to provide this service. It keeps me motivated to keep the lights on and to keep everything going, because really that's where my heart is first. And then getting to serve my community outside of that also is equally as valuable. But something about having the kiddos in here and having such the innocence, deserving of getting to be in the chair, also getting to serve that community, really keeps my motivation for my business in general. So
it's life-giving. It sounds like almost like to do the work that you do for everyone.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
My heart.
Mine too, man.
Are there any like top lessons that you've learned from these experiences?
What I've learned that I kind of forgot about, like I knew, was just the limitations that I have as a professional, and then trying to honor the wishes of what they want and all of that. I've had to give realistic expectations for years and years to all clients. I think I'm just a little more sensitive to it because of the situation.
What would you say to other business owners in Northern Colorado who find themselves in a situation where like they might have an opportunity to participate in the foster friendly app?
Obviously do it. But I think there is always something you can do. And I think sometimes numbers can get in the way of a heart purpose. And so I think my encouragement would be that it will always come around. It always comes around, and it may not be financially, but it will more than abundantly be in your heart. While there may be hardships when it comes to that, I think the balance, the takeaway is just so far greater.
Providing these services through the foster friendly community kind of gives your heart joy and helps feed you and helps continue your thread to feed the other clients that you have.
It definitely acts as that reminder of why I'm doing it. And sometimes I can get lost in the why I'm doing this, other than just serving my community and then helping my family financially. It's definitely brings me back to center and aligns my heart. And then there's that fire lit and let's go.
How did you find out about Colorado Kids Belong?
And this was shortly after I had opened the salon. I just went online and started looking, and then I found foster friendly businesses. And so I reached out and emailed and found the app, and it was really easy. Sat with my husband on what services I could provide and at what cost and all of that.
Makes sense. Both benefiting the foster families and also not taking away too much from our business, because our business is our revenue. So I think it's really wonderful that you have found a way where you can do both.
I love it. I feel so grateful to be a part of it. I'm like, oh, I can provide something that people need in a meaningful way.
I'm just excited to see your business grow and hear more stories like Angel's and like the set of twins that sat on their dads.
My heart. So sweet.
I think that's just so special. And I just really appreciate all the time that you've spent with me in this conversation, getting the word out about how great foster friendly is and how easy it is for businesses to participate. And then too, how it can feed their business and like ultimately just make their business better. And I just think that's so special. And I'm so thankful that you're participating.
Yeah, thank you.